You're watching Let's Talk About Prepping. I'm Tyler, your host, and in this video, I'm going to make some excuses for myself as to why I haven't been making videos lately, and then we're going to talk about why preppers are basically just paranoid people. Now, some of you will have noticed that around the time that my father went in for open heart surgery and simultaneously some of my supervisors had it out for me and seemed like they were going to try to push me out of a job, I really just fell off the bandwagon in making videos. For a while, I was making up to 3 a day, and for now, I haven't been making any most days. I've mostly just been extremely busy, going about 65 days without a day off, but aside from that, even when I had time to pop a video out, I've just been mentally distracted with all of that going on and just listening to music in my downtime rather than making myself stay a part of the conversation and having the drive to make coherent videos with thoughts to share with you guys. I have tried to keep watching videos even if I haven't been commenting nearly as much as I'd like to be, but I've really been trying to gear myself back in the mentality of doing all this and getting back into the YouTube conversation here. I really miss being part of this, and it's really been bugging me. I've got a video list of at least 100 videos to get to, and I'm probably going to have to mulligan some of those. But anything that you guys really want to see me getting back to, do let me know, and I'm going to start a priority list and get back to those as I can. Anyways, I do want to let you guys know that I'm making a commitment to start getting back into regular video making, whatever that means nowadays. Nowadays, I am working 2 jobs. I am assistant manager at the new place, so it is pretty busy. I'm doing 50, 60-hour weeks plus, but it's really been bugging me that I haven't been present here, and I'm really looking forward to getting back in the conversation. So, something that came up during that whole episode of dealing with the supervisors at restaurant job, seeming like they had it out for me. I conversed about that with you guys a couple times, and in one of those conversations, someone asked if I'm just paranoid and that's why I'm a prepper. Now, I can't remember if this is one of my regular viewers and they were just poking at me, or maybe it was someone who dropped in and they just wanted to ask that question. If it's a regular, I really don't have any animosity against this question, but it has stuck with me because it is interesting. Because the mentality of a person who recognizes that someone might have it out for them and might be trying to push them out of the job, and who takes perhaps drastic steps to get ahead of that situation, might be the kind of person who is prone to prepping against situations that may or may not be realistic and may or may not happen. And I've been thinking about this quite a bit, because whether or not it's because of my counteractions, things have been going pretty well at restaurant job. And I do believe that that has somewhat to do with some of my actions. But either which way, it is fair to ask if I'm just paranoid, if I just recognize things, patterns that may not exist, and start taking crazy actions to counteract those potential patterns and what threats they may represent. So, do I recognize things and out of paranoia try to prepare against them, like threatening to quit a job while getting a second job, or preparing for SHTF situations that may or may not ever happen? I think that those two things may be connected, but I don't necessarily think that that's a bad thing. I think that preppers are exactly the kind of people who spend a lot of time worrying about the future and try to make that worrying valuable, efficient, and do something about the things that they worry about. And so, yeah, I would say that myself and many preppers are, to a certain degree, what others would call paranoid, but paranoid with a purpose. So those are just my thoughts on that. I do think that being paranoid and worried about a lot of different off-the-wall things that may never affect you could lead you down rabbit holes that detract you from being prepared for more realistic situations. And that's a conversation that I'm looking forward to having. Anyways, I'm looking forward to being back around a little bit more, making that commitment to you guys now, whatever it ends up meaning with my current schedule. But love to hear back from you guys, and we'll see you around. Hope you're all doing well out there. Stay